What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Road to Glory here with wide receiver Phillip Richards playing for the Michigan Wolverines. I'm currently, I believe, a fifth string wide receiver right now. The only good thing about wide receiver is that even if you're not first string, there's certainly opportunities to get playing time at the wide receiver position, just because in a lot of sets there's 3, 4, sometimes even 5 wide receivers in the package. So you do have opportunity to play, unlike running back or something or especially quarterback. If you're second string quarterback, you're probably not going to see any time. But you could be a third string wide receiver and see a lot of playing time. So that's one nice thing about wide receiver, and that's another reason why I say if you're new to Road to Glory, give wide receiver a shot. Like I said, it's a lot of fun at the beginning. You see action right away. You field punts and kickoffs. And here you can see I'm a fourth string wide receiver, I believe, and I'm out on the field and make my first reception in my college career right there. One thing that you see, you'll notice in this episode, I have a hard time sometimes in these position battles. There's a few reasons for that I've been able to find out or figure out. One, Michigan has a running quarterback, so there's a lot of times in these practices where even if I'm open, the quarterback will take off and run. So that limits the amount of times that I can catch the ball. And secondly, they put you in bad positions sometimes with some of the routes that they ask you to run. So it's one of those things. I failed 2 in a row right there, and you'll see me in a little bit later. I'll fail another one. But fortunately for me, once you get into those position-type battles, it seems like you start getting more playing time, like you're almost at that third string level, but you're still set as fourth string, but you'll start getting more opportunities to play on the field. So that's a little bit good thing out of that. One thing, too, before I get too far into this, I had a file that was 20 gigs, so you can imagine how much playing time I had on that file. It's I'll have one more episode with current, like basically at the end of this episode, I believe I played one more game, and we'll have that in episode 4 for you. But unfortunately, the 20 gig file that was all of the P-Rich wide receiver, it was probably a good 5 or 6 games. Somehow that file got corrupted or something. When I moved to the new computer, it's just the file, it just will not open in Vegas. It won't open to play it. I don't have any backup of it. So unfortunately, pretty much my whole first season, you're going to see the first 6 or 7 games. So this episode, and then I believe I have one more saved game after this one that I'll be able to show you. And then after that, it's all gone. So unfortunately, when we kick off episode number 5, it'll probably be the start of season number 2. I'll be able to show you all my stats and where my guy has progressed to and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have the gameplay for any of that anymore. So, but you can see here now that I am in that position battle for third string. I'm starting to get the ball a lot more often. I'm out on the field for actual plays a lot more often. You can see a couple big catches here by P-Rich. And I hate those ones where you're running towards the sideline. It's hard to get your body into a position where you can start cutting up field. And all the time I make the wrong cuts and end up going right into a DB to get tackled pretty easily. It's very hard to change your momentum that quickly to get back into the playing field. But at least I'm getting the ball thrown to me a little bit more. I had an issue where the first few games that I started playing a little bit longer, even when I was open, the quarterback wasn't throwing to me. And I think that all comes down to once you start getting higher in the depth chart, the quarterback has a little bit more confidence in you. The coach has a little bit more confidence in you, and they start throwing plays to you. And you can see here, I was able to wiggle out of coverage there. That guy was in a zone coverage, didn't see me. I slipped past him. And I get my first ever receiving touchdown. And you can see Michigan ranked number 2 right now. Heath Holmes here. This was, unfortunately, I started this before the Operation Sports rosters that come out, so they're all fake names. That's kind of a pain, but it's it is what it is. I started the series early. I got the early access. Clearly, there wasn't any custom rosters out at that point. But it's no big deal. Heath Holmes gets the player of the game. He had a fantastic thing. You could see when I caught my long touchdown, he broke a record. I believe it was touchdown passes in one game. I believe he broke that as a team record. And my long touchdown is what sealed the deal for that one. So, of course, he gets player of the game. They have 6 total touchdowns. He also had 13 carries. So you can see having a running quarterback and you're playing wide receiver, it doesn't mix too well. But you can see I had 6 catches for 155 yards and a touchdown. I also had a 71-yard kickoff return. Didn't score a touchdown, but that was a huge return, and that always helps. And here on the very last play of practice, I win the battle and take over second string. So I should start seeing much more playing time now that I'm second string. I should be in the field for pretty much every passing play there is. And a few of you guys have asked to change up the helmet and change up the taped ankles and all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and made some adjustments. I think once you see the final result, I think I look pretty damn good, if I don't say so myself. And hopefully you guys are enjoying these Road to Glory series. Hopefully tomorrow, I should have the next video for the online Dynasty that I'm doing. So it'll be game number 3. If you remember, game number 2 got lost because my PVR decided not to record. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow with that, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.